Hey everyone. I just wanted to jump on here and talk to you guys a little bit about something I've been thinking a lot about. I posted maybe a week or two ago about the fear of judgment and opinions of others that I realized I was still holding on to. That's been holding me back in some areas of my life. And I'm really committed to working through that fear and clearing it so that I can move on to the next level of my life. I'm really dedicated to this journey that I'm on, and I've just seen so many amazing results over the last 5 years that I'm really just constantly thinking about and working through, and finding those blocks and things that I can work through to get to my next level of bliss and to really be a better person and to be able to share that with others, because I just believe that we all deserve to be in that place where we can be truly happy. And I know that there's a lot of us that are like I was, that on the outside it looked like everything was fine for the most part, but on the inside I was really literally dying inside, because I just couldn't find the joy or happiness, even though I was surrounded with people who loved me and I wasn't in terrible circumstances, but so many of us, I think, just know that in our hearts that there's something missing, and we because we're afraid of the fear, we're afraid of the judgment, or we're afraid of what people will think, or we're afraid of some consequences. We just stay where we're at doing what we're doing because it feels like that's what we should do, even though we know in our hearts that that's not what we want to do, and that's probably not the best thing for us to do. And so I know for myself, at least, it literally felt like I was dying inside, because there was just something so big missing from my life that I could not get my head wrapped around it. So what I wanted to talk to you about, that was kind of a tangent, was fear and guilt. So these are the two things that I've just been thinking about a lot, because they, in my own life, are the things that held me back from, being my best self, living my best life, having the most to offer people, and really being, a great mom and wife and friend and, child. And the fear I talked about a little bit, and in that post and earlier, it really, there's all kinds of fear that can hold us back from really jumping in and being our best selves. And then guilt is another big one, because oftentimes guilt, I know for me, I had a lot of it because there was, I have a pretty rocky past, and there was a lot that I honestly felt guilty for. And if, it made sense to me, things that I should feel guilty for, right? Things that I had done, not being the best parent I could be sometimes, not being the best daughter I could be sometimes. There were some really horrible things I did to my parents when I was a teenager. So I had been packing on the guilt throughout my life, to the point where it was just bubbling up so that I was convinced that I didn't deserve anything good. That for me, I had done too much to other people to ever deserve anything good. And that was part of the problem. So between the fear and the guilt, the fear of trying something new or looking for something different, and the guilt, which kept me from thinking I deserved it, I was trapped. So a big part of my message and what I want to share with you guys is that guilt is, I don't even know. Guilt is like the most worthless thing. Like, if you've done something you feel guilty for, you have got to find a way to say you're sorry and to forgive yourself. I know for me, at least, it's so much easier for me to forgive other people for things they've done to me than it is for me to forgive myself for something I've done to anyone else. And, fear is the thing that keeps you from believing you can do something, and guilt is the thing that keeps you from believing you deserve it. And either of those things will keep you from growing and being a better person and living your best life and building, the human experience you want to have. So working through fear and guilt is really totally key, and it's been a really big part of my journey. And I don't know, I just encourage you guys so much to look at these two things in your life. And if you recognize that this is in you and you've got, some stuff to work through, these two things are huge if you work through them. And it's not easy, and it takes a long time, especially if you've got a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm still working on the fear. As a matter of fact, one of my fears around being judged and being, the opinions of others is really about being seen. I've been really terrified to actually be seen as, like, for who I am. And part of that is, like, videos. So that's a big reason why I'm on here today doing a video instead of, like, a picture or a written post, because I'm committed to working through that fear. And so you'll be seeing a lot more videos from me so that I can get that out and really, go to the next level of my life. So anyway, I've been rambling on and on, but I just really wanted to share that with you guys because it's so key. And if you have any questions, let me know. Message me, whatever. I can totally tell you what I did to work through it, and continue to work through it, and help you if you need help getting through some of that stuff. So anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for listening, and I will talk to you later. Bye.